Hey everybody, it's Alma. Welcome back to Keto Meets Menopause. You see it? It's lifted. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Alright, so we're making a dish. This is the meat portion of it. Alright guys, so this is another Mediterranean dish that I'm kind of Almifying. This is from my friend Mary. So what I have in here is number one, 50% off my grass-fed beef. I'm not going to caramelize my onions first. I don't know why I didn't want to do that, but I just kind of wanted the rawness of the onion versus the sweetness of the onion. I also have in here about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we're going to let this cook. I'm going to put it to a very low heat. Just make sure that you don't have any big chunks of meat in here, guys. Now I really want this meat to just marinate in the wonderful juices of the seasonings that I'm about to put into it. So I'm going to turn the heat to low. Now my friend Mary was nice enough to give me a bunch of the seasonings that came straight from Lebanon, guys. Now some of the key ingredients on this recipe is nutmeg, is cinnamon, is cumin. So this here, really, the seasonings that you add to this can be to your family's likings. In the description, you'll see a list of what I would do, but the seasonings are to taste, guys, totally to taste. So from the seasonings that Mary provided me with, we're gonna start off with about a little bit more than a full teaspoon and a half. If you could smell my kitchen right now, you would think that you're in a Mediterranean restaurant. It smells so good. And again, I really want the meat to infuse with the flavors here. Let's get started on the rest of the recipe. Alright guys, so phase 2 of this recipe calls for your eggplant. Now, you see my fingerprints on this because I just took this out of the refrigerator. If you've gone to the grocery store and you're not going to use your eggplant for a day or two, make sure you put it inside a plastic bag and store it in the refrigerator. That's the best way to keep it fresh. Now, I've made an eggplant involtini before. And I got that from Headbanger's Kitchen. Really good recipe, by the way. And instead what I did was I made it as a roll-up. Great Italian dish. In fact, if you want to check that out, click in the upper right-hand corner. Great recipe. Now what I've always told you is that to remove that bitter taste that's in your eggplant, what you'll want to do is salt it and let it kind of sweat it out a little bit. So that's what we're going to do first. Then you're just going to chop it in half, guys. Next, what you'll want to do is salt it. Alright, so let's go ahead and put salt. Alright guys, so I'll be back in about an hour. I have my pan warming up. There's not going to be any oils or salts or anything. You're just going to roast your nuts. So I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of nuts. Now pine nuts do have carbs, guys, but you're using such a small amount on the overall dish. Please don't fret about it. This obviously can be omitted, but I wouldn't. Alright, so let's let these roast. So just keep on coming back here, stirring occasionally. You don't want them to burn. You don't want them to not get evenly toasted. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so these have been toasting for about 10 minutes. Now you can call these done. You can let them toast a little bit more, up to you as far as the darkness and the look, but I would say these are pretty well toasted. Let's finish building our recipe. Alright guys, so it's been about 45 minutes. We've been letting this sweat out. So from here guys, you can either rinse this off. You can see where some of the moisture will fall down. So you can either, and it's on both sides, you can either rinse this off or you can just go ahead and wipe it down. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe it down. I don't mind a little extra salt. What you'll do is put these in an oven-safe dish. Alright guys, so you're going to cook this 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to really vary based on the size of your eggplant. My eggplant is approximately 15 ounces. So what I've done is I have placed about, I don't know, a 1/4 cup of broth at the bottom of my pan. The deep dish insert for my George Foreman grill. Again, do this in your oven. I'm just not turning my oven on. And place your eggplant in your oven-safe pan. Now, some people, if you want to be really particular about it, you can cut a little sliver off the bottom of it. That way it'll sit nicely. I don't want to waste any eggplant, so I'm leaving it whole. Both halves of our eggplant inside my deep dish. You put it in an oven safe dish. Fired, but I'm doing it. I'm just gonna puncture some holes throughout my eggplant. So from here, I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on it, and I am going to cover it with some parchment paper. You don't have to do that. I'm just doing it because I have a grill here. Then I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna set it for 350 degrees and let it cook for about 30 to 45 minutes. Do you hear that, guys? It is sizzling away my eggplant. All right, let's check on it. Woo! If you think my George Foreman grill can't roast something, you're wrong. Let's take off our parchment paper. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, guys. Look. Okay, so it's ready. This is done. You could just feel how tender this is. What Friend does is she then scoops all of this to the side and then puts the meat mixture in it. For me, I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is just kind of mash it up inside the eggplant. Then I've taken the meat mixture and plated it. And I'm going to go ahead and move that meat directly on top. Oh my gosh. I'm going to again mix it up just a little bit. So then you'll add half a tablespoon of butter to each item. I'm going to actually just turn my oven off. I don't really need it to cook anymore. It's got plenty of heat in here. I'm going to close that door and let the oven do its magic and let all those flavors just kind of blend together. All right, when that's finished, once that's finished, guys, you're just going to go ahead and blend it up just a little more. And then you're going to top it with your choice, mozzarella or Parmesan. I'm just going to sprinkle it with some Parmesan cheese. Close that lid and leave it for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, here we go. Woo, honey, that looks good. I'm ready to eat. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this, oh my goodness, to my dish. Okay, guys, so here is the finished dish. Now you could drizzle more olive oil on this, some of the roasted pine nuts on it. My final piece of flavoring, my habanero relish. If you missed the recipe for this, check in the upper right hand corner. Just place it down the middle. Let me know if you try it out. I hope you enjoy. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. All right, guys, here is the dish. I'm gonna taste it. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Eggplant. Yummy. Whoops, look at that. Want some? Let's take a bite. Oh my gosh, guys, please try this recipe. Oh, it is so good. So very, very good. All right, cheers. Hope you enjoy. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for allowing me to spend time with you. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification button so that you'll know each time I post a new video. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Choice Wednesday, it's so neato. Now here's my wife to teach us keto. Pork rinds, rah, rah, rah. Carbohydrates, blah, blah, blah.
Kiss my teeth.